Hello, I'm Cast Iron Katie, and today I'm going to show you how to make a pizza in your Dutch oven, cooking outside on the charcoal. All the stars have aligned, and we found flour yesterday at the grocery store. We had a little extra red sauce left over from some eggplant parmesan, so it just said today we're going to do a pizza. I went ahead and prepared a pizza dough ahead of time. It's just a standard recipe, just some flour and yeast, and you activate the yeast with some warm water, then add it to a flour and salt mix, and then you'll put in a little olive oil and mix it up and let it sit so it rises. The way I'm going to measure the diameter of the bottom of the Dutch oven is by the lid. I'm going to take a bit of dough and use the lid for my guide for putting it in the bottom. So we'll just mush it around. It is sticking to my hands. What I found to help me the most whenever using a pizza dough is to just spray my hands with cooking oil. I will get that spread out, and then we'll put it in the bottom of the Dutch oven, and then when we do that, it's gonna need to cook. Recipe said 400 degrees. This is a very dark pan, so I'm going to go 375. It said 20 to 30 minutes, so the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do 375 for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to put the toppings on. I like my crust a little done on top before the toppings get put on. And then I'll let it finish cooking out for the other remaining 10 minutes. I don't think I mentioned that I put a cornmeal on the bottom to help. Just seems a little more pizzeria-like if you've got a little cornmeal on the bottom of your pizza crust. I don't want mine real thick. It is going to poof up whenever you cook it. So, made it pretty thin. This recipe is probably about for 2 crusts, but I think I'm going to shoot for 3 on it. Alright, that looks to be about the diameter. Let's see if I can get it in the pan. It might tear a bit, but at least I got it close. There we go. You'll see I didn't use any non-stick cooking spray or anything in this, because after you wash it, you always season your cast iron with a little bit of vegetable oil, so it's ready to go the next time, and it helps building the the seasoning on the cast iron. I'm gonna start up cooking some of our toppings. And some breakfast bacon left over, so I'm gonna cut that up. It'll be available to put on our pizza if we like. I like to do a variety of meats and vegetables in case I don't feel like eating vegetables, or if I don't feel like eating meats. So we'll get this started. I'm using our old rusty gas camping stove. It's been all over the country with us, and it's been a real lifesaver. I don't know if you've cooked bacon inside of an RV, but it tends to smell up your house in a hurry and stick with you for days. So this way smell stays outside, and of course it tempts the neighbors whenever they're smelling the bacon cooking out here. After this cooks, and I have some other ingredients that I'm still going to cook in this cast iron skillet. This is our everyday cooking skillet. We use it, it's our only pan. Why would you want to cook with anything else, really? I put in some dried tomatoes in the leftover bacon grease. It's just to kind of soften them up a little bit. They're pretty stiff, they're almost leathery, they're so dried. I got them at this health food store and they probably weren't expecting them to be cooked in bacon grease. After those soften up a little bit, then I'm going to add some mushrooms to this and cook those down. In the meantime, our coals are ready for me to put the dough on. This cooking a pizza is keeping me hopping. Okay, so I'm going to get these coals going. Now, if you don't know, the way you get your oven to a 325 degree oven is you take your lid and you subtract 3, and that's how many you put on the bottom. Add 3, that's how many you put on the top, and then you have an oven that is 325. However, I am going to be doing a 375 oven, so I need to put coals on the top and bottom for every 25 degrees that I want to raise it. So I have a 10-inch one, and so the 10 minus 3 would put me at 325, but then I need to raise it up 50 degrees, so I'm going to need to add 2 briquettes, so we're going to put 9 on the bottom. Okay, and then really I'm going to have to watch this because it's pretty thin crust in there. And then on the top, you add 3 to get to your 325 oven, but we want to go 375, so I'm going to have to add 2 more briquettes. That'll bring us to 15. I forgot to talk about safety. Whenever you are cooking outside, you definitely want to be safety conscious. So I am using tongs to arrange my coals. I have a lid lifter to lift my hot Dutch oven in and out of the coals. And I'm also wearing closed-toed boots so I don't drop a coal on my toe. Alright, we'll let that go for 10 minutes. No, 5 minutes, and then we'll come right back to it and put some toppings on. I am done cooking these toppings here. These are my dried tomatoes and my mushrooms. They look fantastic. Can't have too many mushrooms, in my opinion, on a pizza. The tomatoes are still a little tough, but they're dried. What do you expect? I'm going to pull them out of this skillet now and make a station, I guess, for putting all of the different toppings on our pizzas. Right, we put all of our toppings on. We didn't film the toppings because the toppings are going to be whatever you want on it. Ours has bacon bacon and salami and banana peppers and onion and mushroom and those tomatoes. It's everything. So that's all ready to go right now. I'm going to cover it back up with the lid. There's that. I will put it on the coals again. And we will let it go for 5 or 10 minutes. I get kind of nervous at this point that it's going to burn, so I might check it after 5 minutes instead of waiting the full 10. It's going to be good. Okay, you're back. I'm glad you're back. A lot's happened while you were gone. I ate almost all the toppings for the next pizza, so we're going to have to figure that out. But also, I thought that the top was not browning quick enough and the bottom was cooking too much. So what I did was I moved this Dutch oven over and I took the coals from the bottom and I put them on the top. So I let it cook hotter on the top and not at all on the bottom, and it turned out amazing. Okay. Knock off any ashes that I might have on there. Right. Swing this over here. Oh yeah, that is just gonna pop right out of there. The fantastic thing about using this method to make pizza is you don't have all of the topping smells inside. So I don't have all of the smells of the bacon and all of that that's going to be permeating the RV for the next few days. Kind of a deep dish crust there. I thought that I made it real thin, but it turned out a little thicker than I thought. That's good. Oh, look at that. It's clean as a whistle. Just give it a little wipe with a paper towel and it'll be ready for the next pizza. Look at that. Look at this crust on the bottom. Oh, that's beautiful. I was so worried that it was gonna burn. It turned out perfect. Score one for me. Yay! So good. You cannot beat cooking pizza outdoors when you're camping. Big wow factor for your family, big wow factor for the other campers. Oh, I didn't know that you could make pizza in the Dutch oven. Fantastic, great idea. So, go to your backyard and do it now. Eventually when you can go camping again, do it then too. Thanks for watching. Bye.